welcome to Kitchen Basics 101, where I teach you the bare bone basics as if you've never cooked a day in your life from the perspective of a mom. I'm gonna make sweet tea for you, and we're gonna do a simple syrup, and we're just gonna put like a little bit of lemon in it because I think sweet tea just loves a little bit of lemon. I've washed and dried my lemon, and I'm just gonna peel here, I'm gonna do it this way. It's soft, it's a little bit hard. I'm just gonna peel this outer layer of the zest with my vegetable peeler into sheets if I can. My lemon is soft, so it's not being super cooperative. Let me see if I have one that's sharper. I think like that one might be a little dull. No, it's just my soft lemon. It's all right, we'll get it. There we go. We're gonna take this outer layer, which is like the zest, and when you do it, you're gonna smell it. It's gonna smell like delicious, like lemon oil, and that's just gonna give a little bit of like a lemony essence to our simple syrup, which is our sugar that's gonna help sweeten our tea, okay? So we're just gonna take the outer layer off. Now we do this before we cut the lemon because this is pretty challenging because my lemon is soft because it's really ripe. But it's super challenging if you've already cut the lemon. Quart mason jar, and I've got some boiling water here, well, almost boiling water here, to do the tea part of the tea. I'm gonna make the whole thing in this beautiful 1/2 gallon mason jar. It's lovely. If your tea is loose, I have these in my showcase. You can use this to steep your tea. So you can put your loose tea in here, pour your hot water over the loose tea, and you could use this also for iced coffees or just to brew coffee, which is really cool. It's a really fine mesh strainer. So you could totally use that if you want. I have tea bags, so I don't really need to use the strainer, so I'm not gonna get it dirty because I can just have my tea bags hanging out in here. So I'm gonna use about 6 tea bags for this 1/2 gallon, so adjust accordingly. And I'm just using this organic black tea, but honestly, you can make sweet tea with any tea you like. If you're like, I'm an English breakfast girl, like do it. Or I'm an Earl Grey girl, like do it. Darjeeling girl, do it, okay? Now, ball mason jars are designed to handle hot water. Not all glass can handle you pouring boiling water into it. So definitely look at whatever you're using to pour this water into and make sure that it's safe to pour boiling water into. While our tea is steeping, we're gonna make our simple syrup. So in our pot where we've put our lemon zest, we're gonna put our sugar and our water for simple syrup. Now, a regular ratio for simple syrup is a cup of sugar. This is a 1/4 cup measuring cup. So it's 4 of these, is a cup of sugar and a cup of water, okay? That's what I used for the lemonade, a cup of sugar, a cup of water, and that's a simple syrup. I'm gonna put an extra 1/4 of a cup of sugar into this because I just think sweet tea needs to be just a little bit sweeter. But the best part about making stuff at home is you can adjust. So if you want this to be sweeter, you can put more sugar. If you want it to be less sweet, you can put less sugar, okay? Simple. So I have a cup and a 1/4 of sugar in here, and I'm just gonna put a cup of water. When I cook with water, I always use water that I'm willing to drink. So filtered water, bottled water. If your tap water is safe and good, use your tap water. Here in Vegas, not so much, so I use filtered water. I'm gonna put this on the stove on like medium heat, and I'm just gonna wait until all the sugar dissolves. Cut in half the lemon that we zested, and I'm going to use this incredible juicer, which I'm obsessed with, from Mason Jar Lifestyles. I always have it in my showcase because it's like my favorite thing ever. And this is the jar where we're gonna make our final product, okay? So I'm just gonna put 1 lemon in there. Now, do you have to add lemon to your sweet tea? No, of course not. I just love like a little bit of a sweet lemony like-ness in mine. So I'm putting the zest into the simple syrup, and then I'm just putting the juice of 1 lemon into the tea. You could make it without lemon. You could also make it with whatever you want. Like if you saw my raspberry lemonade video that went a little bit viral, I probably need to pin it. We did raspberries steeped in the simple syrup, and we made it into a delicious raspberry lemonade. Oh, so good. You could use strawberries, blueberries, mint, sage, lavender. The possibilities are completely endless. You can play with it and experiment, make whatever you want. And that's the coolest part, right? You can make any simple syrup you want. It's all delicious. I love this juicer. I'm gonna show you. All the juice gets into the jar, which is what I'm doing. I don't have to dirty anything else, and it catches all the seeds and the pulp right here in the top. A little bit of pulp will get through, but I like. Tea part has been steeping for 6 minutes. So I'm gonna take my tea bags out, but I'm gonna put them to the side just in case when I'm done, I'm like, oh, I wish I had a little more tea flavor. You could always make a little more tea to add. So I'm gonna just set them aside for now. Simple syrup is starting to dissolve, but it's still a little cloudy. So I wouldn't say that all the sugar is dissolved yet. And when I stir it, I can feel the little granules of sugar, okay? Once it's all dissolved, it'll look a lot glassier and more clear. It'll be able to you'll be able to see the reflection in the surface. So we're almost there. Now, the reason it's this amber color is because I'm using cane sugar. If you're using white sugar, which is sometimes made out of sugar beets, then the sugar might be super, super white, in which case this syrup will be absolutely clear. It will be completely colorless. You'll be able to see the pot, okay? So right now it's not getting any color really from these lemon rinds that are in here, but if you do raspberries or some other kind of fruit that you're gonna plop in once it's done turning into a syrup, those are gonna change the color here of your simple syrup. Like when we made the lemonade, raspberry lemonade, it turned into a beautiful ruby red. Definitely be careful at this step because hot sugar can be quite dangerous. It will burn you. I don't know if you can see, but I can see the reflection of my phone in the surface of this. So I would say we are just about to the consistency that we want. All the sugar is dissolved. I can't feel any grittiness when I stir. And it's taking on a glassy quality instead of that cloudy quality. Now I just gave this a taste and it is the most delicious lemon sugar. You could also pour this over French toast, ice cream. Like there's so many options for just a great simple syrup. It's versatile, it's delicious. And I'm gonna let it cool before I add it to my other ingredients, just for a few minutes. Let it steep a little bit more here, and we're gonna scoop out these lemon rinds so that we can pour it into our drink. I'm just gonna scoop them out with a slotted spoon, drain off as much of the sugar as we can. We wanna keep as much of our syrup. Now that the rinds are out, you can really see what I mean by glassy quality. You can see all the way to the bottom of the pan. You can see the reflection on my phone. Trying to let our ingredients cool, but I have no patience. So I have a little bit of lemon juice in the bottom. This is really hot, so I'm gonna use I'm gonna pour my tea in. I got a little splash because I wasn't being daring enough. It's okay, the counter liked it. Be daring. We're gonna pour the simple syrup in. Beautiful, did you see that? I didn't spill. I'm gonna top it off with some filtered water. Nice long wooden spoon. Give it a mix. Another thing I'm in love with for Mason Jar Lifestyles here is the lid. Screw that. This is hot. It's better if it's cold, so put it in the fridge and get it cold, but I have to taste it for you. So I'm gonna pour it hot right over my ice. I love this pour spout for Mason Jar Lifestyles. Okay, cheers. Oh, so refreshing for summer. Lemony, sweet, light, delicious. If you want it to be more tea forward, you could definitely put more tea than water, or no lemon, because the lemon definitely brightens it up. Oh my God, I was about to pour more already and I haven't finished this. Delicious. What a great little summer treat. Perfection. You could make it with raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, probably even watermelon, lavender, sage.